So there are many ways that you can translate your websites, and if you want to translate text, you can do it with, of course, with Microsoft translation options when you're using Microsoft. But you can also use the free Google Docs. And if you have here the Google Docs, then you can go to the extras, and then you go to the symbol of the translation. You choose the language that you want to translate it in. Let's say, well, whatever, Chinese, and then you translate it, and it will open in another browser, and then you see here the translation translated in Chinese, was it? Well, I don't know. I can read it anyway. So this is one simple way to translate the text, but what we want to do in this tutorial is going to translate a whole plugin, and I'm going to use poedit, and the only thing that you have to do is download the particular plugin that you want to translate, and you have to unzip it, so you have to open it. So click on it and then just open it, and it will make another file. So the next thing that you have to do is go to translate the theme or plugin, and when you're doing that, then you just drag and drop it into, and then you have to choose the language. So you can also choose the map in here, but you just select the language that you want to translate it in. So now we're using the Netherlands, so Dutch. You can also make a pot file. We're not going to discover this on this tutorial. I already made a tutorial about that. But the other thing that you have to do is just go on, and then you see that it will open another browser, and then you can choose for translated automatically, and then you can choose for Microsoft Translator. It's the only option that is now available on my account. So this is the Pro. You have to use a Pro. It costs you $20, and then when it's done, let's see what happens. So we see here that it has been translated, and then we choose for OK. And as you can see here, the whole thing has been translated. Now, if something is not translated correctly, then you can use, of course, the comments option F, and then you can choose here for, and you can choose for the thing that's not correctly translated. So then you can use for example, total, and then you can see here that it will search for the word total. So and then you can translate it manually. But in this case, we are not going to do it. As you can see here, it is 100% translated. And the only thing that we have to do is just download the file and zip it once again. So we are going here, and then we're going to save the file. So we are going to save it, and then you can see here that it will save in the location language. Keep that in mind. If it doesn't work, then you have to choose another location. You have to go to the admin area of your provider, then you have to open the plugin and then see where the language are stored. But in this case is alright. So Fluent Booking Pro will store the language, the Dutch language in this case, in the map language, and then we're going to save it. And once we have saved it, then it's good to go. We have to zip it once again. So comprimeren, Fluent Booking, and then we have to use this one. So this was the old one, and this is the new one. And the only thing that you have to do then is upload it to your WordPress environments. So you go to plugins, new plugins, and you want to choose for the particular file. Now it doesn't translate everything, so you have to keep that in mind. When we're going to upload the plugin, we're going to search for it, and of course, and then it's this one. So that is the zip file, and then we're going to open it, and then we're going to install it, and we're going to activate it, and we wait a little bit till it's activated, and then we can see that it's been translated into the Dutch version. So now it's installed, and let's see just you see not everything has been translated, but most of the things are translated, and we're going to see, for example, here to the dashboards. No, let's see. So we're going here. So as you can see here, then it's translated into the Dutch language. So just choose the, let's see the error, of course, we have to, that's the name. And let's try it once again. And then you can see here that it's translated into Dutch. Now, there's one thing that you have to keep in mind when you're doing this, and that is that when you have the database, you have to clean the database before you install it. So when you already have installed the plugin, then you have to get rid of it and you have to clean the database. So I'm using the advanced database cleaner, and I have the pro version, and then I have to install it. And once you have installed it, then you can go to clean the database. So we're going to clean this, and we're going to continue. Now, make a backup, of course. Every time when you're doing this, make a backup, because when something goes wrong, well, you get yourself in a lot of problems. So scan the tables, and when you have scanned it, then you can watch for the orphans, but in this case there is no orphan find. Then you can go to the options, and you can scan it once again and scan all the tables. As you can see, there are 171 orphans. Now you can choose this, and you can change it into 200s, and then you can show it, and you can use that it belongs to the fluent forms or something like that. But in this case, we didn't install it. We didn't install what we have translated the fluent booking, but when you have done that, then you can search it in here in the list, and then you can get rid of the orphans. So yeah, that was it in a nutshell. And then what is coming up, what I want to show you, is the automator, the oncoming automator loops. So the user loops and the post loops. So that will be a tutorial that is coming up soon, and what you can do with that. And well, I'll thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one, and have a nice day or a night when you're still awake. Ciao.